How did we, Homo sapiens, become the dominant species on Earth? It's a story that spans millions of years, from small ape-like creatures to space explorers. But human evolution isn't just a tale of survival. It's a saga of adaptation, intelligence, and creativity. Join me as we unravel the fascinating and surprising journey of human evolution. Our story begins about 7 million years ago in Africa, where our earliest ancestors lived in the trees. One of these species, Sahelanthropus chidensis, is considered one of the oldest known members of the human lineage. This species had a mix of ape-like and human-like features, including a small brain and a relatively flat face, hinting at the gradual shift towards bipedalism. The ability to partially walk upright allowed these early ancestors to navigate both forested and open environments, giving them a survival advantage as the climate fluctuated. Fast forward a few million years, and we meet Australopithecus afarensis, better known as Lucy. She lived about 3.9 to 3 million years ago, walking upright but still retaining some ape-like features. This adaptation to walk on two legs, bipedalism, was a game changer, freeing up hands for tools, gathering, and eventually creating. Lucy and her kin roamed the grasslands of East Africa, navigating a dynamic environment that required adaptability. Their ability to exploit diverse food sources, from fruits to scavenged meat, highlighted the versatility of this species. About 2.5 million years ago, we see the rise of Homo habilis, nicknamed the handyman. They were among the first to craft simple stone tools. These weren't just rocks, they were survival tools used to cut meat and crack open bones for nutrient-rich marrow. This marked the dawn of the Oldowan tool culture, a defining characteristic of early human ingenuity. The development of tools also symbolized a shift in cognition, as individuals needed to plan, learn, and teach the techniques of tool-making. This era marked the beginning of the Stone Age, a period that would last millions of years. Tools didn't just make life easier, they shaped our brains. The mental challenges of creating and using tools likely helped spark the incredible growth of human intelligence. As tool use evolved, so did the complexity of social structures, with cooperation becoming essential for survival. Small groups began to form communities, sharing resources and knowledge, which strengthened bonds and increased the chances of survival. Enter Homo erectus, around 1.9 million years ago. This species didn't just survive, they thrived, spreading out of Africa to Europe and Asia. They were the first to harness the power of fire, a revolutionary discovery. Fire wasn't just for warmth and protection, it allowed them to cook food, which made it easier to digest and unlock more calories for brain growth. This culinary innovation likely contributed to the development of larger, more complex brains. Fire also extended their day, providing light after sunset and fostering social interactions around the campfire, where knowledge and stories could be shared. Around this time, primitive forms of communication began to evolve. Early humans likely used gestures and sounds to share knowledge, setting the stage for the development of language, the ultimate tool of cooperation. Language enabled the transmission of ideas across generations, allowing humans to innovate and adapt more effectively than any other species. The emergence of symbols and rudimentary art in later periods suggests that communication went beyond survival, expressing creativity and culture. About 400,000 years ago, another species emerged in Europe and Asia, the Neanderthals. Contrary to their brutish reputation, Neanderthals were intelligent and resourceful. They made advanced tools, hunted large animals, and even buried their dead, suggesting a capacity for symbolic thought. Neanderthals adapted to cold climates, showcasing their ingenuity in crafting warm clothing and using caves for shelter. They also exhibited signs of care for their injured and elderly, hinting at a level of empathy and social cohesion. But here's the twist. Neanderthals weren't our direct ancestors. Instead, they were our cousins, sharing a common ancestor with us. When modern humans, Homo sapiens, left Africa around 70,000 years ago, we encountered Neanderthals and even interbred with them. In fact, if you're of non-African descent, about 1 to 2% of your DNA is Neanderthal. This genetic legacy demonstrates that interspecies interactions were complex, involving both competition and cooperation. About 50,000 years ago, something extraordinary happened. The cognitive revolution. Homo sapiens developed the ability to think abstractly, plan ahead, and communicate complex ideas. This led to innovations like art and storytelling, which strengthened social bonds. Cave paintings from this era, such as those in Lascaux, France, give us a glimpse into their creative minds. The creation of ornaments, musical instruments, and tools of symbolic significance highlights the emergence of culture. But what truly set us apart was our ability to imagine things that don't physically exist, like myths, gods, and laws. These shared beliefs allowed large groups of humans to cooperate in ways no other species could. Societies formed around these shared ideas, paving the way for complex civilizations. Religion, trade networks, and governance emerged as tools to unify and organize ever-growing communities. By 10,000 years ago, humans made another leap, the agricultural revolution. Instead of hunting and gathering, they began farming, domesticating plants and animals. This shift wasn't without its challenges. Early farmers worked harder and faced more diseases than their hunter-gatherer ancestors. But agriculture allowed for food surpluses, which led to population growth and the rise of civilizations. Settled life brought innovations like pottery, weaving, and the development of written language, which enabled the recording of history and administration of societies. With farming came villages, cities, and eventually empires. The ability to settle in one place changed the course of human history forever. Writing allowed humans to record history, share knowledge, and create complex systems of governance and trade. The Industrial Revolution propelled us into the modern age, marked by technological advancements and unprecedented social changes. The invention of the printing press, steam engines, and later, digital technology accelerated human progress to unimaginable heights. Today, humans are shaping the planet in ways no species ever has. From climate change to genetic engineering, our impact is vast and multifaceted. Yet we are still evolving. Traits like lactose tolerance and resistance to diseases continue to develop, showing that evolution is an ongoing process. Additionally, advancements in biotechnology may lead to directed evolution, where humans actively shape their genetic destiny. Our journey from tree-dwelling primates to space travelers is nothing short of extraordinary. It's a story of resilience, ingenuity, and curiosity, traits that define us as humans. As we look to the future, one question remains: how will we evolve next? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating journeys into our past and future. Until next time, stay curious.